Hey, 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 it's Wednesday. Kathy Dryden here. You guys, we're doing steak bites in the air fryer tonight. Gonna cook them about 10 minutes. Check out the temperature. It kind of depends on if you like well done, well, rare. I'm like right in the middle, medium. So we're gonna go to my counter and let me show you how you prep the steak bites and then how it goes into our air fryer in the rotisserie basket that actually comes with our air fryer. So going to my counter. If you are, hang on, see if you're there. Oh, you're in my sky. Hang on. Woo! Got my steak ready. Now, some of you may not be steak people. This recipe also works. Trying to get the light, you guys. I'm sorry. Also works, and let me get my Diet Coke out of the way, with chicken. That's all I can think of. Pork, probably, if you did a pork loin. It works for any kind of protein that you can cut into chunks. The trick is you want to get it nice and dry. This has been in our freezer, so it's thawed out. I think it has one little bone right there. But this is a sirloin steak, and this is a fun way to make your steak go further for a dinner. You can do this also for like an appetizer. If you want to do some snacks, you can do it that way too. So if you're on here, comment, would you do steak bites, chicken bites? I'm not gonna say tofu bites. I don't know enough about tofu to know if that would stay together. But you want to get a steak that's not really heavy fat, but you're just gonna put it in bite sizes. Now, my bite size and Wayne's bite size might be a little different, but that's okay. So I'm just putting them in the glass bowl and cutting them out. I'm trying not to put too much fat in there, but sometimes that's a good part too, right? And you don't want to make them so small. It says 1-inch cubes. You don't want to make them so small that they don't, that they get really dry in the air fryer. So the trick is to, some people marinate theirs. I did not. This is called Last Minute Lucy today. If you know, you know. And so I'm just going rogue. And I looked on Pinterest for a couple recipes, and I will post the one I'm using. But I looked on Pinterest, and a lot did not have it marinade. But if you want a marinade, you could totally put some teriyaki sauce, depending on the flavoring you want to. If you want a marinade, you'd probably want to do it for at least 30 minutes or longer. Some people do marinade overnight. It depends on how strong your marinade is. If it's like soy sauce, it doesn't really take that long. You guys, I'm going to leave some with that on it. Don't judge. I'm just curious how it's going to go. You do want to make them pretty standard, the same, which I'm not doing as I'm telling you that, because they're going to cook rotating, and I kind of want them to be the same. I'm going to take this one off. I know. I kind of want them to be the same doneness. So I feel like this piece is probably going to be done faster than that. So let's make that more of a better size. But again, you don't want to make them too tiny that they become chewy, dried out. So air fryer is the perfect way to do this. The seasoning you can change up. Like I was saying, if your marinade's like teriyaki, things like that, then that's the seasoning you want to put on it. I'm just going to do steak, you guys. I'm just doing the steak traditional. So I'm going to do olive oil and 3 onion rub. I can't concentrate. Like, I do not want to cut myself with live action. So I got to get this knife out of the way. So I'm ready. All right, let me clear this off. And don't forget, you're commenting, would you do chicken or would you do steak bites or pork bites? You tell me. All right, let me wash my hands really fast while you're staring at that meat. I love it. So we do a lot of marinades and sauces, but like I said, I think I'm going to keep this pretty generic with the seasoning part. So here we go. So I'm just going to do oil, and I know I'm going to do a teeny bit of, this is amino acids, but it's the same flavoring as soy it's that same taste. That does give it a really good zhuzh on it. Then I'm going to do my oil. So this is the one that you squeeze to the top. It goes up to 3 teaspoons, which equals 1 tablespoon. So depending on how much meat you have, that's what you're going to go by. I just did a tablespoon. Okay, salt and pepper. And then I'm going to do a seasoning that I really like with steaks, because usually I like sauteed onions, stuff like that. So I'm going to do our 3 onion rub. Let me find it, because someone was, oh, there it is. You could do whatever flavor. You could do jerk seasoning. You could do chipotle. You can do whatever you want. I think I'm going to do a whole tablespoon, which I think is this whole thing. But this is basically that onion feel. Oh, look at there. Perfect. The onion feel without chopping up onions. And gluten-free, love this stuff. I buy it in bulk. But this is so exciting. And let me show you how it's going to go in the rotisserie and the air fryer. So 10 to 12 minutes. Again, it depends on the doneness that you want. Our thermometer shows you the medium rare, and medium well, I think, that I'm going to use as a helper. Okay, so this is the rotisserie basket. Let me pull one more thing back so I don't get juice everywhere. Alrighty, so this is the basket. It comes with the air fryer, and I use it for all different stuff. I still want to try it with chickpeas, like to do roasted chickpeas like on salad tops or snacks. So you're going to put this all zhuzhed up in here, and I'm doing the rotator basket versus the tray because I want to have them moving. I feel like with all the sides, it's going to make it easier if it's rotating. All right, potato. I am doing roasted potatoes as well. So this is going to be 12 minutes. I may do 10 to check it out. So you just hook it up. Now, when it's hot, you don't do all this touchy stuff. You guys know that, so I'm not worried about you. There is a tool I'm going to show you after I plug in my air fryer. And I have in my personal thing, it says, what power tool do you use the most? Do you use the air fryer more? What do you use? So I'm kind of curious. Microwave. What are you guys using? All right, so here it is. I am going to just place it in there like this, but we have a tool. I took all my trays out. It comes with 2 trays. We have this cute tool that also, when it's hot, comes with the thing. You go in this middle thing and click it in. You just have to make sure it's all clicked in. Okay, there you go. And when it's hot, you open it and use this tool to take it out. So it's called a retrieval tool. Close it up. We're going to put it on rotisserie. Okay, I'm going to change it to 10 minutes, 10 to 12. Again, it depends on what you have for your temperature you want of your meat. Okay, then you also need to push the rotate button. That's important. And you'll know it's rotating, number 1, by this little button, but also by looking inside, which you can't see, but you can see me. All right, let's see if it's doing it. Okay, yeah, it's rotated because it had the open part. So you just have to watch it, and before you walk away, make sure it's rotating, okay? The other thing is, after it's done, because I'm going to use it also for my side dish, I'm doing roasted potatoes. And I know, you guys. I know. This is going to go, the steak bites are going to go in here. I'm going to take them out. I'll take a picture. This is our insulated bowl. It's going to keep it nice and warm for 2 hours. Wayne's out doing the yard. And then I'm going to put the trays back in and do the potatoes. I'll show you pics in the comments. But let me know, would you do steak bites, chicken bites, pork bites? And if you know enough about tofu, which I do not, can you do tofu bites? Same process that I just showed you. Seasoning, oil, all the things that yummy flavor for you. But let me know, which one would you choose to make in this with this recipe? Just curious. All right, you guys. So anything I share, On here, don't forget, you can always grab at my website. You can also host your own party. Get this bad boy air fryer half off. And have it in your kitchen. It is one of my most used power tools in the kitchen. Or you can join our team. I believe there's an air fryer bundle that new team members, if you decided to give Pampered Chef a side gig try, there is an air fryer bundle. I'm pretty darn sure. I will double check and put a picture in the comments as well. Okay? All right, you guys. Toodaloo buckaroos. Bye.